So it's your boy Don Strauss back with another video. Today we're reacting to the man who became Chris Smoove's enemy. Please show like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Road to 300 subscribers. Let's get right into it. Shout out to DBG for making this video. He has a second channel where he like documents like a lot of 2K community new history and 2K community old beefs. Let's get right into this one. Are y'all hyped for 2K23? Rate y'all excitement for 2K23 on a scale of 1 to 10. It's like at first I was like, I'm not gonna be excited. I may have low expectations, but it's like as the news started coming, I'm like, 2K23 really needs to hurry up and come out. And have y'all even pre-ordered 2K23 yet? But let's get right into the video.
So Chris Smoove is known as the godfather of 2K. A guy who's been posting content since the Ben Wallace spin jump shot video of NBA 2K8. Yes, NBA 2K8 is when Chris Smoove started uploading videos. Maybe the biggest 2K YouTuber ever. One of the biggest YouTubers on the platform in the early 2010s. Where he was uploading Call of Duty videos.
Hey man, remember them skill point days, man? Those days, like where you had to get skill points to upgrade your player. You started out as like a 50-something overall in that 2K? Man, my career was actually fun back then. But now my career feels like... Up until 2K17, my career was fun. After 17, it felt like you was doing a chore to play my career, bro. Real talk.
But he was mainly known for his NBA 2K My Career series. At this stage... 2010, 2011, there were no other real big 2K YouTubers.
2K12?
It was kind of him on an island by himself. He was there with 250k subs.
How you like this?
King Carter,
Lob City Music. How you like this?
QJB,
Number
Shaken
27 to number 21. You
stage.
stunned. We have a problem. Man, those was the good days for real with Chris Smoove. How you like this? Lob City Music. How you like this? Man, Chris Smoove and the catchphrases. Chris Smoove and his background beats. Bro. I wonder who made that stuff with Chris Smoove. Like, bro. Fun time.
I think he was still uploading some like Jordan Challenge videos. Heck, even STG wasn't even uploading at this stage. We're very...
What were we talking about?
But like the iPod King Carter.
iPod, yeah.
Were coming up. Like the QJB. Shake and Bake hadn't even uploaded his first video at that stage. I think he was still uploading some like Jordan Challenge videos. Heck, even STG wasn't even uploading at this stage.
Sub the Gamer?
Very few. But there was one 2K YouTuber by the name of Mr. Purple O.
Oh!
Very.
I remember this dude. And it's like everything that was a cheese he referred to as gimmick. He's a gimmick player, bro. Man, like, I remember him. Oh my gosh. I was deep in back then. I was deep in. Because, like, every Chris... How I found out about him was every time I watch a Chris Smoove video, he was in the, suggested my official challenge to Chris Smoove. I'm like, who... And then I got in this deep rabbit hole of, like, who are you to challenge Chris Smoove? You know, I wasn't a comment warrior back then, but I was like in my mind as I'm watching the video, I'm like, sure, I would love, if he's as good as he say he is, I would love to see this 1v1 happen, but who are you to challenge the GOAT Chris Smoove like that, bro? That's what I would think.
Interesting. Well, who had an interesting channel for the time. He was a gaming channel who didn't have a capture card and never showed footage of himself playing the game.
He eventually did, like, years later. But, like, yeah, that's something to think about. Like, you're a gaming channel who does tutorials, like, how to defend the paint, how to defend the post and the paint. But in that video, you just explaining it. But you're not, what's the word? Like, you're not actually showing footage. Which is kind of hilarious looking back at it.
The Mr. Purple O channel was. He was mainly a 2K channel who didn't...
Like, he did other things too, but it was mainly 2K driven.
But he would be posting videos. I can't show you guys what he was saying because there's copyright music in the background. This right here is the best offensive tutorial of 2K11. I mean, it really does show.
He's teaching people how to play offense without a controller.
Now, people went for tutorials.
I mean, without
for a video where like there was
with a controller in his hand.
Played. But why are we
gameplay.
Talking about him 11 years later? On the 13th of June, he decided to make a video calling out Chris Smoove to play him in a game of NBA 2K. At this stage, Chris Smoove didn't really play anybody, and people believed Chris Smoove was legitimately the best player in the world.
And Chris Smoove would occasionally post like online rank matches of him playing.
But at the same time, Mr. Purple, no one had ever seen him play, and he was getting angry at his fans for saying Chris Smoove was better than him, despite his fans never having seen him play the game before. So he went into Cloud Chase mode 101 with this video, and I'll show some clips here.
But now I've been getting messages like, yo, Chris Smoove is better than you. Chris Smoove is trash.
I don't remember these days, bro.
You ain't seen me play. I don't have not one piece of footage on there, so for you to go around and hit me up with messages.
He was a gameplay channel teaching people how to play the game with no footage. And we was actually watching, bro. Boy, that was a time to be alive. For real. For real, man.
And Chris Smoove was gonna beat me. Well, you're bugging. Don't try to throw some man under the bus that's not ready for war. He ain't built like that. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this. I'm gonna get a lot of thumbs down, but I'm ready for all of that. I'm with all of that. All I'm asking for is for the that one-on-one game, me versus Chris Smoove. Set it up. Do what you gotta do. Send this video to him. Let him know what it is. Cause I'm not ducking nobody. I'm here. He's gonna face me. This ain't about no subs. This ain't about no views. This is about real versus real.
So I don't know
what y'all gotta do or what y'all gotta do. Don't send me no more messages about this man beating me until he plays me. You set that game up. I'm not hating.
Do y'all really think he was like getting like people like before this video? People would actually comment on his tutorials like Chris Smoove is better than you? Cause I remember like if you posted my career gameplay, people would comment stuff like you're copying Chris Smoove. Cause like I don't know, some people were like they would try to take Chris Smoove flow with the GTA in the beginning and stuff like that, but like he was just doing tutorials. So y'all really think people would comment stuff like that?
I'm just saying, play me in the game, that's it. 2K, you record the game. You got the capture card, you got all of that. You record the game and you play me.
And yes, you guys heard that right. Sorry if the audio wasn't great.
Nah, it was loud and clear, my boy.
But he started off by saying that he wasn't better, or that Chris Smoove was not better than him. Then he asked Chris Smoove for a game, and then he proceeded to, as the video went on, demand Chris Smoove play him, and then say if Chris Smoove didn't play him that he was ducking, despite the fact that at this stage he had less than 1,000 subscribers. And then went on to say Chris Smoove had to be the one to record and post the game because he didn't own a capture card. I think worst case scenario, you would say, Chris Smoove, you decide to play me, I'll get a capture card.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You would think he would be like, I'll get the, because I believe Chris Smoove probably ignored this situation, because I'm pretty sure even Chris Smoove knows about this situation, because the 2K community was really small back then. But I believe like Chris Smoove, he knew it was a lose-lose situation for him. Like if he plays this man, Mr. Purple's gonna get some attention from it. And not only that, if he beat Chris Smoove, that would have been a whole different ball game. So, yeah.
He was demanding Chris Smoove did it himself, which was kind of a hilarious thing. Yeah, that was kind of weird. He lost into the biggest Cloud Chase mode I had seen at that stage of YouTube. Full-on Cloud Chaser back in 2011. How did Chris Smoove respond? Well, obviously,
what is this picture of Chris Smoove, bro? Bro, Chris Smoove.
On September the 5th, 2011, he hit 1,000 subscribers. So what did he decide to do? He decided to bring back up the Chris Smoove.
I know he did it. He did like 3 parts. The official call out this, and I think he did another part after.
Decided to
because I was deep in the community.
Obviously, trying to maybe convince Chris Smoove to play right now, at the end of 2K11, maybe at the start of NBA 2K12. But Again, he brought up a story which actually probably is true, I'm not gonna lie.
But recently now, and this is what makes it, a little bit more interesting, somebody from his camp, they let me know that Chris Smoove is not trying to play me because of the fact that it's a lose-lose situation for him.
Yeah.
And when he means lose-lose, is if he loses to me, it makes him look bad in front of his subscribers or whatever, and the people that look up to him, Smoove heads, whatever. And if he beats me, it's nothing to gain for me. Because what am I? I'm just a person with 1,000 subs or whatever.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's a situation where a lot of people are in.
Yeah, like, Smoove wouldn't have gained nothing out of beating him, but would have lost everything out of losing to him. I personally believe somebody from Chris Smoove's circle at the time, because the community was small, and I'm pretty sure if he's making these videos, I'm pretty sure Mr. Purple was messaging Chris Smoove to try to set it up. And I'm pretty sure, at the time, you had your little friends list on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure he would message Chris Smoove friends, I'm sure.
Lose-lose situation for Chris Smoove. There's nothing to be gained and a lot to be lost, because while I don't think most Chris Smoove viewers watched him because they thought he's the best 2K player in the world, I genuinely think there were some that did think that, because he was one of the only few people posting actual 2K gameplay. And while Chris Smoove was never like an unbelievable player at 2K, he was well above average and was able to make himself look like he was very good. And Mr. Purple even ended up saying he was going to get a capture card for this game if he played in 2K12. How did Chris Smoove respond? Again, obviously, he didn't. After hearing nothing back,
That's one thing to admire about Chris Smoove, for real though. He spent all these years on YouTube. He played a little bit in the COD community as well. The 2K community is where he's most famous, but like I said, he played COD, Madden, like different walkthrough games and different stuff in different other games. All these years on YouTube, he still never got in drama. That's one thing to admire about Chris Smoove.
Days later, he decided to make one last video in an attempt to get Chris Smoove's attention. He titled it "Ending the Chris Smoove Situation," and he started off the video saying that he was going to end it, that he was going to basically make it in a way that people are going to stop talking about it. And then he decided to come out with this absolutely incredible comparison for what his game against Chris Smoove would essentially be like.
And the only way to move on from something like this is to end it in a way where there's no more talking about it. Well, that won't happen. There'll always be talk about this, because this is what many have said will be the Pacquiao Mayweather, the Ali Frazier in the jungle.
The Pacquiao Mayweather. That fight was a little disappointing because it happened this was 2011, like prime Pacquiao versus Mayweather hype. So it's like, I see what he was trying to do there, because he was saying that if Floyd and Manny fought in their prime, I believe Manny probably could have beat him. I don't know though. We would never know. But I see what he's doing. Like, he's saying this was gonna be game of the year. But now, if we got that matchup now, I don't think people would care now.
And this is something that people want
definitely
to see.
be Floyd Mayweather.
He claimed that this
Floyd,
was going to
Pacquiao
be like Pacquiao and Mayweather, and the people would never stop talking about it. And to be completely honest,
we still talking about it here in 2020.
I think people talk about this situation because of how ludicrous the whole situation was and how delusional this Mr. Purple O guy was. And in fairness, how impressive the cloud chasing was. Not because anyone actually cared about who won a 2K game between a 1,000 sub YouTuber and Chris Smoove. Did Chris Smoove respond? Of course he didn't. Bro. A little bit of a sidetrack, but
dang, he made a
he actually released what, as far as I've seen, is the very first ever Blame Ronnie 2K video, in which 2K12 launched in a broken mess, completely different story, but he proceeded to spend 6 minutes blaming Ronnie 2K for everything that is wrong with the game. And as far as I'm aware, this is the first occurrence of someone blaming Ronnie 2K for something he had nothing to do with.
This is a personal message to Ronnie 2K from the 2K Sports. And you know what? The servers are garbage. The servers are trash. You know what? You personally should lose your job. I want you fired. I
don't know now. I think Mr. Purple probably could have beat Chris Smoove now. This man was definitely ahead of his time. Oh man, the first person that blamed Ronnie, 2011, and we still blaming Ronnie 11 years later. Crazy.
Have a personal meeting with you, somebody who's above you. Somebody needs to do something about you and your team because you guys are sitting back, counting your greenbacks, counting your dollars.
However, unlike Chris Smoove, Ronnie actually did
Ronnie just made Mr. Purple Zero and Chris Smoove an offer they can't refuse. That's insane. Bro, Ronnie is making off. You don't know if Mr. Purple is really a 2K player like he say he is. But I mean, after him being the first blame Ronnie guy, I think he probably would have beat Chris Smoove. Based off that. He was definitely, he's from the future, so he knows something that we didn't know back then.
And Mr. Purple an offer that they could not refuse. Well, it was an offer that Ronnie believed was too good to refuse.
I wonder what was
Chris
the
Smoove
offer.
refused. And then silence. We heard nothing for quite a while from Mr. Purple though. Maybe he just let this situation, realize it was a lost cause, and let this situation pass. However, like 8 months later, on the 1st of June 2012, he decided that then was the right time.
I'm making waffles.
Wait, I think an ad's coming on.
Little Ninja, with YouTube Premium, there are no ads.
Time to basically explain this entire situation that happened, not when it happened. He decided that 8 months later was the right time. And yeah, this is what he had to say.
Ronnie 2K sends me the message. I want you guys to come out to LA and I have big plans in store for the two of you. Now the plans were not detailed and he did not get involved.
We can all assume.
So the only thing I'm thinking is, it's got to be a game. You know, because there's nothing else I can think of. I mean, unless, you know, I really don't know, but it's got to be a game. So I'm like, if it's a game, I'm on. I'm ready. You know, like I said, it was mano a mano. Whatever he wanted to do, Hall of Fame lobby, we could have done it, you know. And I really didn't want to have to talk about this, but when people backtrack on their words, on their agreements, when people backtrack on what they thought out to do, and they tell you stuff that almost like a false promise, a false hope, that's when things got to get pulled out of the surface and it's got to get exposed. That's when your car's got to get pulled. That's when the battery's got to get taken out of your back.
So yeah, at this stage, Chris Smoove obviously still had nothing to gain. At this stage, he hadn't shown his face. He was
Chris Smoove ain't even showed his face
so there was
until
a lot
like
to still be lost
2K14.
And even though he flat out refused and nothing was said, he decided to again.
I remember Chris Smoove's face reveal. It felt he did it in the most commercial way possible in a Need for Speed video against Tony Parker. It was a video I did not even think to watch, and it was like something just told me to watch that video. And in that video, we finally seen his face reveal, and I'm like, whoa, that's the video felt all the way like a commercial. That's why like people in the comments, half the comments was like in shock, like that can't be Chris Smoove. Like everybody was saying that's somebody that's somebody they hired to pretend to be Chris Smoove. I'm like,
Chris Smoove, by calling out Chris Smoove, saying he went against his word, and just honestly probably with a few more low blows in this video than in any others, which was kind of crazy because Chris Smoove never said anything. And as expected, Johnny Type Lips over here said nothing. This is without doubt one of the funniest beefs.
I'm pretty sure Chris Smoove knows this
Obviously,
happened.
huge shout out to Dom2K's video because that's what got me looking into this. I remember watching his video years ago, and with these 2K history videos, I'm starting to look more into this. But this is literally one guy making video after video about Chris Smoove, and Chris Smoove just saying nothing. He did not say one word. This was the original 2K beef. This was the original biggest drama situation in 2K, and it even got Ronnie 2K trying to organize an event between these two guys. And this was one guy constantly calling out another guy, while the other guy never addressed him. An absolutely crazy situation, and obviously wouldn't happen nowadays. But it's crazy that it even got as far as Ronnie 2K trying to fly them boat out to LA. This was literally one dude calling another dude. Bro. A guy with 500 subscribers somehow rattled up enough people, enough Chris Smoove fans, that he became relevant. He became relevant enough that 2K wanted to fly him out. Despite, and I really want to repeat this, at the time, never having shown a gameplay video.
We don't know if he
on
even
his
had the
channel
game
because
for
he did
real,
not own
bro.
a PVR. An absolutely crazy situation, something that will never happen in 2K22.
Yeah, that
And he
definitely
was
would
right.
happen
Well, it
nowadays.
wasn't-
Because, like, imagine somebody doing a tutorial, and and in that tutorial, you're not seeing them play the game. They just in front of their camera talking. That'd be insane.
Yeah, versus Mayweather, it's a situation no one will ever forget because it's just so crazy that it's hard to believe that only 11 years
it's hard
ago
to
this
believe that
situation
is
possible
true.
to happen. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys remember Mr. Purple O? Let's be real. Unless you were very, very involved back then, you don't. But a kind of crazy situation. And again, thank you to Dom2K. We'll leave a link to his video in the description. Like, he's the only reason I knew about this situation, watching his video back 3 years ago.
I might have to watch Dom2K's video too. I'm not gonna react to it.
Thank you guys for watching.
But I might have to watch that one too. And I'm out. Hey man, this was a well put together video. I'm gonna subscribe to DBG on here. Anyway, please show like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Roll to 300 subscribers, and we out.